Hey, what's up, everyone? A little while ago, I was I was going through a whole bunch of holsters I don't use anymore, and as I was doing that, I found something that I hadn't seen in a little while, and it made me think of why I got it, and I wanted to share it with you. You might notice I have a flip phone in front of me. Now, you might be thinking, "Wow, that's a great thing from like 20 years ago. Maybe one day it'll be an antique," but you would be wrong. I actually bought this 2 years ago on Amazon, and at the time I paid about $10 for it, give or take. Before coming on the video, I looked and they were actually going for like $19.50, $19.75. I'll throw a link in the description. Now you might be thinking, why do you have a flip phone? Not too many people have them anymore. Now, right now, I'm just using, your regular run-of-the-mill smartphone that most people have. I don't use that. That's not my everyday phone. The reason why I bought this phone was basically as a backup. And I think it's a good idea to have a backup phone. Now, you might be saying that, well, yeah, I guess it's, two is one is none. It's better to have two phones than one phone. But who the heck wants to pay service on two phones? Certainly not me. I'm kind of frugal. But here's the deal. For an emergency phone only, you don't need to have service on it. Every cell phone can call 911. I'm not telling you to use this to, order dinner or, see how your friend is doing or for any other reason like that. This only purpose of this phone is dedicated as something to use in an emergency to call 911. Now, what kind of an emergency might you have? I don't know. Could it be a safety emergency, a health emergency? Maybe for some reason your phone isn't available. Maybe you lost it. Maybe it broke. Could be a lot of different things. The other thing with this phone, unlike the cell phones that we had maybe 20 years ago or so, is that this one also has Wi-Fi. So, while you probably wouldn't want to watch YouTube videos on it or do some shopping or anything, it's the kind of thing where if you needed information in a hurry and you were within Wi-Fi distance, you could get it. And like I said, this for $10 and no service, because I've never put, this is a track phone. It's made by Alcatel. I have never spent a penny on this phone outside of the $10 that I paid for it. My original reason for getting this is because, there's like a certain room in the house that I always thought would be great as like a safe room. Not really a safe room. I mean, I'm not gonna build it up like crazy insane because I don't have the money to build something up crazy insane. But one of those better than nothing things, and I thought it would be a good idea to have something like that in there. Now, likewise, if you have a car, it might not be a bad idea to put in your car as a backup phone, because you never know, your battery might go dead, you might break your phone, you might lose your phone, you never know. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what happens if that one goes dead? Possible, but I gotta tell you, I thought you'd have a while for that, but this thing, the reason why I'm making this video is because I got really shocked today. When I went to if you think back to 20 years ago, if you're that old, these things are misers when it comes to a charge. They're amazing. The phones that we're used to using have these big screens and do all this stuff for us, and they have pretty large batteries, but they need the batteries to do all the stuff we require them to do. This phone doesn't do much else than make phone calls, like a typical phone. And for those things, it really shines, because not only does it make phone calls, the reason why we really want to have it, but it is a miser when it comes to charging. You can get, I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it has, I remember reading before, it has a lot of battery life. This phone had not been charged or turned on in almost 2 years, and it had almost a full charge. It was better than 90%. Just sitting in my drawer, and it had gone over 90%. So just before coming on here, I topped it off, so it's at 100%. And, just to show you, it's, like I said, as far as flip phones go, I mean, I think most of us would have loved to have something like this 20 years ago. Pretty darn cool, by those standards. And, like I said, just like your regular run-of-the-mill flip phone. Remember these? You press the red button to turn it on, red button to turn it off. Alcatel, for $10, I think it's tough to beat. It's like an insurance policy. And you might say, well, I'm never going to use that. And you know what? You're probably right. You may never use it. And you know what? You may never use your car insurance. And you may never use your house insurance. And maybe if you're a concealed carry person, you may never use your concealed carry insurance. You might never use your, disability insurance at work. But you still have it just in case. And those are things that you pay either every single month or every single year. They just keep on coming and coming and coming, those bills. I know how it is. I have Aflac, for my disability. I have house insurance, car insurance. I mean, I have that stuff, and I just keep paying it. I hope I never have to use it, but I keep paying it. In this regard, you just pay this once, and then it's yours. Like I said, I paid $10. Now, thanks to our ridiculous inflation over the last couple of years, it's up to 19 and change. But I do think it's something worth keeping. And don't feel bad about the flip phone, like I said, because they are, energy misers when it comes to having long talk time, although not that you're going to have an hours-long conversation with the 911 operator. But for talk time and standby time and just holding a charge and then charging up quickly when you need to have it charged. And, the other good thing is, it's micro USB, came with a charger also. So, if you have this around and you have a power bank, I mean, you can potentially, you're kind of set. So just something there I wanted to throw out there for you because I know some of you probably subscribe because you like coins and bullion. Some of you subscribe because you like knives. Some of you subscribe because you like firearms. Some of you subscribe because you like prepping stuff like this. And like I had, said in a recent video, to me a lot of that stuff all ties together. It's being prepared. It's being ready for things, being independent, and this is something that could help keep you prepared and be good insurance for a very little price. If you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up just to let me know. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.